What's up, Slam fam? We're going to give you guys an inside look at some of the projects that we've been working on here in the shop. The first project we're going to show you is the build of a Corvette C8 exhaust. So here it is. Check it out. Here's everything unboxed, collectors, die cuts, bends, lamps, reducers, slip fits, all of it. That means we got a lot of welding to do. Here's yesterday's progress. We ended up making the X-pipe. The X-pipe will sit in the middle of the exhaust and combine both cylinders. Alright, so we are going to cut the diffuser off this. Once the diffuser's off, then all the exhaust will show through this hole and it'll give it a nice effect. So here's your last look at the diffuser before I cut it off. No going backwards. There it is. No more diffuser. Trim that up a little bit more. That'll show off all the exhaust out back. I'm gonna fit the bumper back on now and finish up the pipes to the tips. A little bit more welding on this pieces, but you get the slip fits to the X-pipe. Sound very nice. So these are going to be the tips. I want to show you guys some various stages of how they got made. Took a 4-inch pipe, cut a slash cut on it, welded the transition to it, and that gives us the basic shape. This is the next step. Grind it so that it's flush, and then go back in these small pits, re-weld. Those are low spots. And then eventually you have a finished tip. Not sure if we're gonna polish this or brush it yet, but got a finished tip. So right now we're coping the pipe. I made a paper template, so I'll trace that and then cope the pipe. And what that's going to give us is this will end up being the quad exit. So we'll open up a hole in there, that'll weld on, and then the two tips will come out the pipe. So we're going to open up the hole for the second exhaust hole. That's the pipe that we coped. So we're going to use a hole saw and drill a hole, and then that'll be two outlets, two functional outlets. So we'll show you guys that. We'll drill this hole and get that welded up. So a little bit of hole saw, a little bit of air saw. We'll grind the edges and deburr it. Weld that thing on, and that'll be your dual exit. There'll be one for each side. So there it is, tacked on, ready to weld. We'll clean up the inside once it's all welded. There it is. Just gotta weld this one up and replicate it. With the power of TV magic, quick fast forward. Just need to do it to that one and weld the tips on. Here's the second one done. So that'll be the quad exhaust. It'll look just like that. So here we have the tips are welded onto the connection pipe. We added a slip fit. That's going to allow us some adjustment in and out and rotation. If there's a slight discrepancy bank to bank, the tips will still look perfect. But here's the slip joint that allows that. Next, just got to connect these to the X pipe and it should be all set. So this is my mock-up of the tips, how I want it to sit. That's the slip joint here. So I just have to play Legos, get it from there to the X pipe, and that'll be one side complete. Once we do that side, come to this side, just do the same thing but backwards, and that'll be essentially the look of the exhaust. And everything with the slip joints now has adjustability, so we can get the tips exactly level and get everything perfectly symmetrical. So there it is, a bunch of pipe cut pieces to get the tight radius, to get the transition right in the slip fit. We'll weld that all up, and I have a piece cut. That piece will go in here, a little trimming, just like that. You gotta trim it a little bit more, but that'll be the fit up. Here's the pie cuts getting all welded together. This one's mostly done. Got a few more spots to weld on that. Just started this one. This one's all tacked up. That one will end up going on here to finish that pipe off, and they'll just be mirror images of themselves. A couple more joints, and then these pieces will be all set. Here it is, mostly completed. The pie cut piece all fully welded and done. That's all back purged and welded. The X pipe that I showed you guys before, that's fully complete. We're going to add a slip joint in between here to give it some adjustment on the pie cut piece. There's a slip joint right here for the pie cut piece to the tips, so we can get all of our adjustments perfectly in line to get this thing perfectly level and look symmetrical on the car. A couple more pieces and this thing will be all set.
guys, all the welding's done. It's on the car. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment down below. Alright, Slam fam, that's it for this episode. If you guys like this and want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe. See you guys later.